This is an Insane Cast production. You're listening to Thanks for Watching the All Movies Podcast. With your cast, Beth, DJ, Jimmy, and Adrian. And now, thanks for watching.
Welcome to episode 1805. Five. Don't look at the show notes.
Wait, does that mean it's halfway to 18010?
It is halfway to 18010. I can't believe it. Way cool. So let's start off with a whole bunch of contact stuff. We might have to start breaking this contact thing up.
What are you talking about?
Well, you can contact us at 512-podcast.
Got it.
That's our phone number that you can text or leave a voicemail. You can't actually call us and talk to us on the phone because it's not hooked up to any phone.
Yet.
It's a phone number, but not, so it's just a number.
Correct. It's just a number. And if you only like numbers instead of all those letters, it's 512-763-2278.
Or if you want to, or if you're a multimodal learner, meaning you need visual, auditory, and tactile learning inputs, you can visit
www.tfwmovies.com. Excellent. Go there.
Do it.
If you like spelling things out and you want to type up a letter / a free blog for us, you're welcome to send it to.
I did that.
You did. It was awesome. Send it to shoutout@tfwmovies.com. SHOUTOUT at TFWMOVIES.com.
COM.
That's right.
Yes.
But now, if you really want to contact us, you can contact us at the Twitter. You can contact us on the Facebook.
The Facebook.
You can contact us on the Instagram.
The Instagrams.
And yeah, all it is @ TFW Movies.
Ooh. Maybe I'll put some pictures on that.
I think that's a great idea.
I think we should try to get President Trump to tweet something for us.
Nope.
Sad.
Nope.
At the real Trump. Is that what it is? I don't even know. He's not a sponsor, nor will he ever.
Accurate. Not a sponsor.
Ever.
And for a second there, I wanted to say something about Movie Pass, which is not a sponsor.
I'm so proud you're learning.
But I got a fancy email from them that said something about they're going to want us to take pictures of our tickets.
Yep.
And it was supposed to start rolling out this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
It never happened.
Well, not yet.
Not yet, but...
I think that if you read there's an actual release on the Movie Pass website.
Oh, I didn't go to their website.
Yeah, there's a for real release there that explains a little better than
that silly email.
Than the screenshot that you shared or Penny shared.
Oh, no. I read the whole email, and then it was like, oh, okay. So then I went to their because they had the link to their, all the legal crap that I don't ever understand.
Terms and conditions.
That's it. And so I read that thinking I'd understand it, and I think I did, but I did not see anything.
There's people that spend years in school and get degrees that don't understand all of that crap.
They wasted their money. So, but ultimately, I was looking at it going, oh yeah, they didn't say anything about it, but they did say that they can do whatever they want, basically. So,
yeah,
if they want us to do that,
just take a picture of your stub. You're not cheating them.
Exactly. I'm good with this.
Yeah, I think they're trying to get people to be completely transparent.
I agree, and honestly, I don't want to abuse this service. That's pretty awesome.
No, it's really awesome. It does exactly what we want it to do. They're doing us a huge favor, so let's play the game and move on, because this is some riveting podcast talking about terms and conditions.
And we don't really have any right now.
Now we're going to go into the exclusions. We're excluding this part of the conversation and moving on.
That's right. Well, how about this? Why don't we talk Oscars?
Yay, Oscars!
I knew a guy named Oscar Mayer. He was a wiener.
Oh.
I love buns.
Did you just say you love buns?
He likes buns, too.
Ooh. All right.
He settles into...
Did anybody else watch the Oscars, or was it just me?
Just you.
It was just you. I saw some highlights, and a lot of the highlights don't do it really justice, but some of the highlights were that it was a very powerful Oscar, like very all-inclusive type of a thing.
Yeah.
What does that even mean?
It means it included everybody. That's what all-inclusive means.
How do you do that at the Oscars?
It was... Jim, they included everybody.
Yeah.
Best Picture was a movie about a fish man, so that's pretty inclusive.
That is.
Inclusive writer. That's what it was. The inclusion writer.
Yeah.
Oh, that was another big thing.
Inclusion writer.
Yep, those were when Frances McDormand won Best Actress. That was what she ended her speech with. So.
Yep.
That's cool.
Yeah. It was a pretty big night. 90 years of Oscar. If you give a crap about that kind of thing, it's really cool. I watch every year. I used to go down to my dad's house in San Francisco every year, and we would have a big Oscar party. So it is something that I care about, and that's why I watched it.
Excellent.
It was pretty good. Jimmy Kimmel hosted again. It was very funny. The set was super sparkly. There were more... it was a really nice night. It was very politically packed. There were a lot of comments about feminism and inclusion and people having power that hadn't in the past. And that was pretty interesting. But, excuse me, I think probably my favorite part and the thing that I was watching the most of was that Jimmy Kimmel said, since the show is always so long and everybody is always complaining about how long it is, they're going to give away a jet ski to the person who had the shortest acceptance speech. About halfway through the show, and when he said it, they brought the jet ski out, and Helen Mirren, who is, a very classy, well-known lady, was like doing the Vanna White on the jet ski. I saw
pictures of that.
That was pretty great. And then about halfway through the show, Kimmel came out again and said, you guys just aren't taking this serious enough, so I'll sweeten the deal by throwing in a trip to Lake Havasu, because everyone knows everyone wants to go to Lake Havasu. So,
of course.
Yeah, it was very amusing. A number of times throughout the show, people, while they were thanking everybody, one guy thanked his cat. Everybody was talking about, well, I'm not going to get a jet ski. In the end, the jet ski went to Mark Bridges, who won for Best Costume Design, and he and Helen Mirren got to come out on the jet ski in the end. It was very, very fun.
I thought that was the best picture, and it wasn't picture, actually. It was video that I saw of him doing that. It was the funniest thing.
I do enjoy Jimmy Kimmel a fair amount as the host. I wouldn't be upset if he did it again. So
yeah. And with him going next door to the
going to the theater where they were doing a preview of A Wrinkle in Time, and they brought Emily Blunt and Armie Hammer and Lupita Nyong'o and all of these people, famous people from the Oscars, come out and start handing out snacks. Armie Hammer had a hot dog cannon, which I don't know about anybody else, but if I was in the same room with Armie Hammer and a hot dog cannon, that's bucket list stuff.
Totally.
So
that Oscar Mayer wiener has got to come toward me.
Absolutely. So it was a good night. Most people looked pretty good. And Mark Bridges got to go to Lake Havasu on his jet ski.
Oh my goodness.
Dude, Lake Havasu's epic.
I've never been. I should go.
You really should go. Because it's connected to Laughlin.
Oh.
I don't think I've ever been to Lake Havasu either.
Yeah, sounds like a podcast trip to me.
Oh, there
That
we go.
sounds great. I
Field
love
trip.
podcast trips.
Yep, we need to become a nonprofit so we can have a corporate retreat.
I need to make money for that.
We have to make
If
money
we're a
so we can be a
corporation,
nonprofit.
it's not just about you, DJ, so we probably will never become a corporation. Not even a nonprofit, because then it won't be you. It'll have to be us.
Well, I like it with us, because then there's less work on my part.
Is there?
Is there?
Never
Exactly.
Of course, when I say we, I mean you, DJ.
We here having the meaning of DJ. Hey, I worked this week. I wrote a blog.
You did great. I love the blog. It looks awesome on our website, tfwmovies.com.
I'll have to go there and look at
I have to
that.
admit it does look pretty cool. DJ put some pictures in. I was like, ooh.
Yeah.
So.
I promptly stole them from the Walmart website and other websites.
Oh, man.
He
Pirate.
borrowed them for a non-commercial purpose.
Would it technically be appropriation? We appropriated them?
You don't want to use that word.
Why not?
Legal consequences.
Because Jim says so. Got it.
He borrowed them
I did alter
for a
them.
non-commercial purpose.
I made them my own, though. I did change a lot of stuff with them. So
For a
technically,
non-commercial purpose, because
Okay.
DJ's
Right.
not making any money.
I'm not making any money at all.
Nope, DJ's just throwing money out windows. So
That's
what's next,
right.
boss?
Yeah.
What are we throwing money at next?
Right. What do you need, Beth? What do you need? I'll buy it for you. I hope Penny's not listening.
Well.
Well.
What's next on the show notes, pal?
Oh, yeah, next on the show notes. We have movies. So, last week, remember at
That is weird. We're going to talk about movies now.
I know, strange, a movie podcast talking about movies. Which, by the way, I will be at the Oscars next year. I realized when I was a kid, we watched them every year.
Yeah.
And for some reason, when I became kind of a grown-up, I stopped watching them.
You're not a grown-up.
Well, that's kind of true, but...
I mean that in the most affectionate way possible. I am also not a grown-up.
Right. Well, I guess when I started adulting, like
There you
those
go.
bills and stuff like that, pretending like I'm a grown-up,
Acting. Yeah, got it.
yeah, which is what I do best.
Beth.
Oh my gosh. So,
DJ hasn't had his medication all week.
all week. Okay, so needless to say, if you listened to the show last week, which I know at least half of you did,
That was my headset hitting the mic for those of you in
podcast land.
podcast audience
the internets.
land.
So, but Beth reported on a retraction, which was really awesome, and it went to the end of the show, and I edited it to the end of the show, and it sounds really awesome. Turned out really great. I'm really grateful for that. So I have an oops that I didn't actually put on the end of the show. I didn't realize until like this weekend when I was getting ready to go to a movie. I said that we would be going to see Alpha, which I said would come out like last weekend, this weekend. And lo and behold, I found out that Alpha wasn't out at all. And
It comes
so
out
I
like
had to look
April, right?
September.
Just a minute away.
Wow.
I mean, in the grand scheme of things, it's like a mere millisecond.
Yeah, like 6 months away.
Right? So we didn't go see that one.
Well, I guess that's okay.
Thank you. I'm glad. We will have a little spiel about Red Sparrow and Death Wish a little bit later. But first of all, some of us went to another movie.
Oh.
Yes, it would be Podcast Jimmy. Sorry, I meant NPR, Jimmy. You know, I say that because I was talking to one of our listeners, and we were talking about NPR and how Jimmy sounds like an NPR, not disc jockey, but reporter, I guess. Host. But so he's got that really slow, just thought-driven conversation delivery. So I told her, hell, I'll just call him NPR Jimmy and see what happens. Nothing ever happened.
It's probably because that's what I listen to all day is NPR.
Right?
And we talk about Christmas balls.
Oh, dear.
With Pete Schwetty.
Oh, my goodness. Well, if that wasn't the darkest hour...
Yeah, I finally got out.
Another ham-fisted segue.
Yes. So, I went from the darkest 2 hours to the darkest hour. And I have to say it was a very well done movie.
Good.
And I'm not sure. Was that pause long enough?
That was good.
Gary Oldman won Best Actor for that movie.
Who did?
Gary Oldman.
Yeah, he did. He was great, too.
That's why he got an Oscar for it, I guess.
He was the guy that played
Winston Churchill.
Winston Churchill, right?
Yep.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know actors' names. I know it's that guy. That's pretty much. I don't have the chart down. Anyways, I'm going to try not to speak like an NPR host tonight.
Oh.
I was completely overwhelmed. Well, not overwhelmed. Overstimulated. Because the camera work was so intricate and detailed that visually I had to look away several times and go, wow, my brain is not even focusing on this movie. And then auditorily you have Gary Oldman, who his voice was perfect. If you listen to old recordings of Winston Churchill, he really did his homework. They really did their homework. It was awesome. And then the way that the music score went along with his voice pattern, it was righteous.
Cool.
Or it could have been the fact that I was in a very intense resolution session with highly tense people discussing children's constitutional rights.
And that was not
for hours before. And it was nice to get away and watch Gary Oldman just rock the silver screen. I loved that movie. I will be watching that again at least one more time. Hopefully this time in like a reclining chair.
Oh, there you go.
It was that kind of movie where I wanted to be at Angelica or one of those recliner chair
fancy places.
Yeah. And then,
speaking of rocking,
went with our youngest son Jacob and a lovely young lady who will remain unnamed.
Who I have deemed really weird.
Wow.
Why?
Okay.
Well, she never comes in. She's always in her car.
That's a
it's
teenager
weird.
thing.
Would you come into our house with you here, a guy walking around in a kilt?
Totally.
Hey.
I would not. If I was a 16-year-old girl in this conservative area, I would be like, my mama told me not to go into houses with weird people. I wouldn't even come in my own house.
But I'm gonna go into a movie with the guy pretending like he's a teenage girl holding his first penis.
Oh my gosh! Now we have to do the explicit thing.
Okay, first off, this has nothing to do with the movie. Number two, how come I can't swear if you can say stuff like that?
Wait, penis isn't swearing.
No, but it's close.
Well, it is.
It's explicit in the context you used it.
Demonetized.
Oh, jeez.
So anyways, it was the second time watching Jumanji.
Oh yeah.
It was better for me the second time because I caught on to like little things that like DJ was talking about in a previous episode, and I don't remember which episode.
One of the
but
previous four.
There was talk of people in their previous roles in reference to them, and one of my very favorite actors, probably my favorite period actor ever, Robin Williams was referenced in there.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, Robin Williams. You're my favorite, brother. So no, there was like this kind of this social political statement that was going on between the video game piece and the action piece, where sometimes life is scripted and sometimes it's not. So take both and make the best of them.
You
and
see, Timmy.
Oh, you're true. Well, yeah, and I see how that's scripted. I mean, we have our own certain things that happen in life, and it always goes the same way over and over again. And then there's the things where you just like improvise everything.
Yeah.
Like Double Stamp Tuesday.
I love Double Stamp Tuesday. It's frozen yogurt.
Anyways, so DJ or Beth was going to tell us about Red Sparrow.
Actually, it's going to be DJ and Adrian, and we're going to put that in. Actually, we did some video, so as a sneak peek? No.
Sneak peek?
Why can't I speak?
I don't know. You are having problems tonight.
Holy moly. I feel bad for whoever captions this one.
Penny, I'm sorry.
Penny, I'm sorry. Okay, so Adrian and I did some video of this. So you're going to hear the audio on the podcast, but if you want to hear the video, head over to our YouTube channel.
See the video.
See the video. We're gonna embed that into the video in the podcast where we're putting it right now, so it'll be seamless. Like, you guys will never know the difference whether you see the video or not. Don't even worry about it. But please
do worry about it. Go and see the video.
Do it.
That's true. Go see the video. We're going to have 2 videos on this podcast, by the way. There's going to be this video that's coming up, and then another video of Beth and I. So you just wait and see. I expect y'all to subscribe, by the way, if you're seeing this.
Hearing this.
Boy, we're mixing up words here, aren't we? Holy moly.
We're working on getting DJ performance goals for speech and language.
That's right.
Articulation.
Thanks for watching for an audio podcast. Can you believe it? Okay, here we go. We're going to put the video in right here. Here I am with Adrian. We just finished watching 2 movies. Well, I guess we didn't just finish 2 movies. We saw one yesterday. And then seeing one today. So yesterday, which one did we see?
Red Sparrow.
Red Sparrow. I've got you on the spot.
Yeah.
Red Sparrow yesterday. We saw Death Wish today. So let's start with Red Sparrow. Red Sparrow, what was your first thought?
First thought was it was very dirty.
It is. Don't bring your kids.
Do not bring your kids.
And you can't anyway because it's 17 and older. It's rated R, so you can't really bring kids.
But it shows full-on male and female anatomy.
Yeah, there's a lot of full Monty in this one, so be careful with that.
Yeah.
But just this premise, the girl is sent to become a Red Sparrow, and really it's a prostitute school. A school to be a spy prostitute.
Right.
So
they use their sexual ways to manipulate
their feminine and masculine wiles, so to speak, to manipulate people.
Manipulate other spies.
And get information. So that being said, I thought it was amazing. There were some twists. where I thought one guy was going to be the Mark, but then wasn't. But pretty cool. I don't want to give any spoilers. I could totally spoil this one, which was really cool. Go see it.
Yeah.
I mean, but don't go with people that you met when they were 8, and instead they're still 8 to you, but they're really 17 and old enough to go see this film. That's where awkwardness gets in. Some people are more awkward about it than others. So, yeah. So, but what do you take away from the character?
I really like how she was in a totally different, she did something completely different than what she's used to doing. She definitely had to step outside of her comfort zone and do some really, really risque stuff. It was definitely out of her comfort. I actually Googled how she felt about doing the movie when she was filming, and she even felt very uncomfortable, but she was willing to do it, and I thought that was really cool.
Well, because those characters would be going through the same uncomfortableness.
Yeah, and what's shocking, though, is these situations are actually real-life situations that things really do happen like this.
They do.
Maybe they're not called red sparrows, but stuff like this happens every day, and I think that it's a cool, it was a really good movie. I really liked it.
Yeah, very cool.
Really great twist. The end was great twist.
I was impressed. They
impressed.
really had me thinking one way, and it went a whole other direction.
Your jaw literally dropped to the floor.
Yeah. So, whoa.
Yeah.
Go see it. If you're shy about nudity, don't, just cover your eyes a little bit. All in all, the whole film had, 20 minutes of nudity?
Probably 20 minutes altogether. If you count all the scenes altogether, 20 minutes.
And it's a 2-hour and 10-minute movie, so, But if you're really uncomfortable, don't go see it. But it really is good. I mean, they did a great job with it. Now, you were saying that the actress...
Jennifer
Lawrence, they used either a body double or they did not.
Well, they did use a body double for some scenes, but she still had to get naked.
Oh, yeah.
For a lot of scenes, which she felt really uncomfortable about.
Yeah.
But yes, they did use a body double for some scenes.
Right.
And I'm sure I know which ones they did.
You'll know.
And if you're a man and you like Jennifer Lawrence, this will be a great movie for you to see. Great movie.
And if you're a woman who likes Jennifer Lawrence, go see it. You'll want to see that.
Yeah. So, you don't want to miss the...
Yeah.
But
actually, go for the story. Honestly, that's really the best way to do it. So, how do you like our first video so far? What do you think? Thumbs up? There better be a thumbs up in that corner there, please. Thumbs up. So, let's talk about Death Wish. I know there was so much more I wanted to talk about Red Sparrow, and it's all blanking out of my head right now, which I don't know why. But and most of it, I do know why. Most of it was spoilers. I wanted to say, hey,
everything I wanted to say is a spoiler.
Yeah, take a look at this thing that happened, and then a little bit down the line, this happened, but I thought that was a little weird, but it happened. So that made me think, this guy's going there at the same time as this guy. I've already said too much.
You said way too much.
Yeah, sorry. At least it's not a sock like in the last film that we just watched. Death Wish.
Oh, Death Wish.
Yeah.
I wish I had that sock for DJ right now.
Right? A lot of people do.
Yeah.
Ask my wife. Yeah. Don't look at her. She's not here, really. Penny is not right.
Penny is not over there.
She's
not. No.
So here we are, and we're shooting this in a weird location, by the way. You notice the crazy drapes. Almost kind of like crazy cat lady drapes, honestly. And I can say that because I myself am married to one. Oh, wait. I don't know if you heard her in the background saying that. But anyway, never mind.
So,
love you, Penny. So, Death Wish.
Death Wish.
Based on the title or of the novel Death Wish. Wait, was the novel Death Wish?
Oh, no. I don't know what the novel was. I never seen the novel. Or knew that there was a novel.
Where's Google Beth when I need her? She's not here right now.
And I don't have my phone.
All right. Beth, you're gonna have to Google this because we might be a little wrong. We'll have to add something at the end like we did last week where we said something erroneous and fixed it. So, okay, here we go.
Death Wish was also a film back in 1974, where the character Paul, everybody kept spelling it R-U-K-T. Anyway, I did it wrong. I said it wrong. I butchered his name like everybody else in the film. Anyway, his name's Paul, played by Bruce Willis.
Okay.
But in the previous one, 1974 version, Paul was played by Charles Bronson. So very famous guy. They did up to 5 films. So guess what's coming?
Oh.
4 more films. Death
wow.
Wish.
Yeah, so this is going to keep going.
Yeah.
And I can see where it will keep going because the way it ended, it could keep going.
It could. And the theater was pretty packed. I mean, when we went in to go pick our seats, we only had the choice of the first 2 rows. And that was it. And when we went to go see it at a different theater, it was like just the front row that was there. So it's a popular film, I think. And there's some older generation in that audience.
Yeah, there's.
Was that what you were going to say?
Yeah, I'm thinking about a bunch of things with that movie right now.
Are you?
Yeah.
What are you thinking?
I'm thinking how I love the storyline because it almost raised awareness.
Awareness?
Yeah, because they talked about all the shootings.
Yes.
That, there's going on in this movie, like there is really these days in America. And I don't know, I just feel like we might see vigilantes in the future. Vigilantes.
Vigilantes?
Yes.
Well, in 1974, it showed the same thing.
Really?
Yeah.
But were there really a lot of shootings going on in America like there is today?
Well, probably. I mean, there's never been non-shootings. There's always been shootings in the United States ever since we got guns back in the Civil War.
Yeah.
Wait, no. The other war before the Civil War. It was well, technically it was a civil war, Britain against each other, but really we weren't Britain. We were the Revolutionary War.
That, what he said.
Guns in the United States.
Yeah, there's guns.
Because we're always afraid the Brits are going to come and get us again. So we got to have our guns. Let's not go any further than this.
Yeah.
So we'll save the political stuff for NPR Jimmy for now. But we're going to talk about, so back to the 74 version, Paul was an architect, very high hoity-toity architect, really well to do. And then in this film, in 2018, Paul is a surgeon, saving lives. One guy's building buildings, not as personable. The other guy's saving lives, definitely more, humanitarian. Who becomes a killer. I had somebody ask me, hey, isn't this movie like John Wick? Well, technically yes and no. But first of all, John Wick got angry at somebody killing his dog and got revenge there. A little bit different with Paul, whose wife was killed and daughter violated. Although in this film, daughter wasn't really violated per se, not like in the 1974 version.
I didn't see the 1974 version.
Never mind. Anyway,
I'm not that old.
Anyway. So, but anyway, my point is something happened, caused the guy to go crazy. The only biggest difference is John Wick was already a hitman. He was already killing people. They just ticked him off because they killed his dog. Killed his dog? His wife, too, or his girlfriend. No, she had just died of cancer or something. That's a whole other review, whole other movie. My point is, similar but not. But actually, if we see a second film of Death Wish, which you still can if you look back at the 1978 version, which would part 2 of Death Wish, you'll see him going crazy again. Yeah. So that being said, there may be a part 2. The guy's already a killer. Then, boom, there you go. Just like John Wick. All right. Now, where are we headed with this film? Okay. What did you think? Because there was a big scene where you went, whoa! And part of the audience did too. And we all saw that scene in the trailer. The guy's with the car above him, and
oh yeah,
Paul's trying to get information out of him. You tell me who did it. Sorry about the camera. I'm holding it right there.
Really
So, but you're like, who did it? And finally gets the answers. And what happens? He's got this car like right up with this huge jack. Boom, right here. And he says, what does he say? I'm not going to kill you.
Jack is.
That's right. And then he pulls the chain attached to the jack and what did you see?
Blood. Wait.
Way more than blood.
Oh yeah. You saw a car
squish a guy, and you saw gray matter.
Gray matter.
And it mattered.
It really mattered.
He yelped and went, whoa! Ah! And I think I felt a little whoa come out as well.
I was praying for him.
Yeah. Whoa! Thank you. Whoa! Earthquake! Whoa! Oh, sorry. We're not in California right now. Huge twist. Sorry.
Big twist.
But anyway, yeah. What do you think of the film?
I thought it was great, but I thought it was predictable.
Predictable?
It was a little bit predictable.
Well, maybe because it had been done before?
Well, yeah.
Okay. Predictable.
Even if you haven't seen the old one, it was still a little bit predictable.
You know he's going after the guy that killed his wife. Yeah.
You know that they're probably going to die and that he's going to win at the end of the day.
That's right. Well, that's not a spoiler. Everybody knows that there's going to be a part 2 through 5. Right. Or unless they combine 2. Or they make 5 into a double feature where you have to watch 5 part 1 and 5 part 2.
Ooh.
I hate that. I hope they don't do that. That's terrible. Just like they did. What did they do? That was the Back to the Future. They were like, they made a sequel to Back to the Future, and I thought, yes, Back to the Future sequel. And then they were like, at the end of the movie, they did To Be Continued, and I'm like, that's not fair. And I think that's the start of those double feature sequels, which turned everything into trilogies right then and there. And I was like, that sucks. I'm not happy with that.
Yeah.
Anyway, I loved it. I give it. I think it's digital. Did you hear that part?
Yeah.
He wasn't there for that, but you were. You did. Wait. So rating system where it goes. Oh, that's so tape, or oh, that's so disc. What is it? Laser disc, and then the next one would be DVD, and then the next one is Blu-ray, and then the best one is digital. So I think this is too much. Maybe we shouldn't do it this way.
Maybe not.
Okay. But overall, I thought the film was excellent. If you don't like violence, I'm glad they toned down the beginning scene with the daughter, because in the other film it was pretty bad. So anyway, I'm glad they toned that down. But still, if you don't like violence, and they're really good at the blood in this film, lots of blood.
Good blood.
Yeah, it's all over the place.
It's everywhere.
Yeah, and one guy slips in it.
Slips in.
I hope that's not a big spoiler.
That wasn't a spoiler, no.
No, but it's pretty funny. Well, I thought it was funny because I was like, boom, and I'm like, he's gonna meet his doom now, and we were rooting for Paul.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And
even everybody's rooting for Paul.
And now because we have Movie Pass, we go to the movies all the time, and we see that trailer. We've seen Death Wish trailer so many times that every time I see with him and his therapist, Paul and his therapist, and the therapist saying, well, whatever you're doing, you keep it up. And he laughs and goes, I will. I love that. Every time. And even this time I saw it. Hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. So I say go see it. What do you say?
See it.
See it.
See it.
Anyway, so that's our story. I hope you enjoy it. This has been the video version of Thanks for Watching. See you later. See you next week.
See you next time.
Well, there you have it. That's what it's all about.
That movie was certainly about a red sparrow.
It was. And then the Death Wish, up to 5 films, if you can believe that.
So many dead people.
So many. Okay, so let's move on to the challenge, which is really... I'm coming up with new ones every week. We're going to have a new one next week. I don't know what it's going to be yet, but it will be awesome. And this one is just as awesome, which we could even say epic. we could. What are some of the most epic films that you can think of?
That I can think of.
I think Waterworld.
Mrs.
Okay.
Doubtfire.
All right. I like Seven Brides for Seven Brothers.
Wow.
The Rock.
Wow.
San Andreas is terrible. Epically terrible.
Epically terrible, but I still want to own that one. Just
Oh,
because it
yeah,
was
I
awesome.
do own it. I love that movie.
Oh my gosh. Jurassic Park?
Yes, epic.
Definitely epic. And now Jurassic World.
Mm-hmm.
I can't wait for that to come out.
Me either. How about... I don't know.
How
There's so
about
many. There's so many good movies.
UHF?
Yes, epically
I'm
funny.
kind of biased there.
You are. You do love the UHF a lot. I mean, what's not
Titanic
to
was
love,
pretty
really?
Epic.
That was pretty epic.
That was. I mean, that came out. You had to see it in 2 parts, or so they gave you like an intermission. If I remember correctly.
Incorrect. It was all one.
That
just
that
sat
was
there for
you
3 hours
going
and
to the
15 minutes.
bathroom like you always do.
That could be it. I have to see movies twice.
When, if you bought it on VHS, it stopped halfway through because you had to change tapes.
Change tapes. I have those tapes.
Oh.
So do I.
And that, folks, is your trip down memory lane.
That's right.
Here we go.
And sometimes back then in 1998, when it came out on video, you had to like rent it at a place called a video store where they just
Yes.
kept a bunch of VHS tapes. And if the movie that you wanted wasn't there on that night, you had to go without.
That's right. You actually you're so set on getting a movie that you had to like go and find something else to watch.
It was like a library for movies.
And neither one of those exist any longer.
That is not true. I was at a library 3 days ago.
Oh yeah, there's one around the street, but a lot of stuff is online. Like my college library was all online.
That's true. Most things are online now, but it's still
Yes.
there, whereas video stores, not so much.
Not so much. In
The
fact,
Blockbuster. I love the Blockbuster.
Or like Hollywood Video.
I used to work at a Hollywood Video.
I remember.
I used to wear that bow tie and love it.
Do you remember the little movie store in Pollock Pines, California?
I do remember that little movie store over there.
Yeah.
Man, those were the days.
Those
They were cool.
were the days.
That was cool. They were really sticklers about their late fees too. Holy moly! That's
Well,
what
yeah,
they-
somebody
And don't
else wants to
forget to,
watch that movie.
rewind.
Right, rewind, be kind,
That's right.
or flip it, rewind that, be kind,
Be
rewind.
kind, rewind.
We're throwing that in the functionality goal.
That was actually kind of a funny / sad movie. That was a epic feelings movie. Be kind, rewind with Jack Black and Mos Def.
Oh yeah! Wow. Look at that. All right, last chance. Any more epic films that you could throw down in there?
I'm
E.T.
sure there are about a million.
Smokey and the
E.T.'s a good
Bandit.
one. Smokey and the Bandit.
Well, we're gonna go there. The Apple
Super
Dumpling
Troopers.
Gang.
The Apple Dumpling Gang.
And how about Puff the Magic Dragon?
Bed Knobs and Broomsticks. Oh, Pete's Dragon, the original, not
Pete's
that crappy
Dragon.
remake.
Oh, not the remake, the old one.
Yeah,
No,
Splash.
the old one that you could watch on the old projector.
Yeah, or like if you haven't seen it, The Adventures of Bullwhip Griffin is fantastic.
I haven't seen that.
Oh man,
I haven't
Shevitz,
even
you
heard
should
of
watch
that.
It's so good.
Whoa. We should probably put that on our website as a movie you need to go see.
Maybe I'll write a
Here-
review of it.
Here's a Morgan Freeman movie that I think everybody should watch once in
Shawshank?
their life. Invictus.
Oh,
Invictus. I think
Great
I've seen
movie.
this one.
I thought you were going for the Shawshank Redemption.
Oh.
Yeah.
That one too. Everybody. loves
I think
Shawshank.
everybody has seen that one.
No, tell us about Invictus.
Morgan Freeman as Nelson Mandela, South African rugby, and the beginning of the end of our apartheid.
What was that? Apartheid. Okay.
I pronounce that like someone I hold very dear in my life.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah, she's rubbed off on me, literally.
Whoa. TMI? Is that what it is?
No.
No.
Good.
Why you got to make everything dirty, huh, DJ?
Yeah, DJ.
I don't know. This has been so weird. Well, we were in Las Vegas. Perhaps you know that's what it was.
Dirty Vegas. Blame it on Vegas. Yeah, there you go.
That's a good catchphrase. Blame it on Vegas. That's what it is. Your Vegas is showing.
Oh. Tuck that in.
Yeah. Whoops. Oh boy.
Oh my lordy.
Yeah. How about let's talk a little bit about Netflix, because Penny and I are watching this crazy TV show, The Punisher.
Oh.
It's kind of like a spin-off of Daredevil, because Daredevil, The Punisher came in Daredevil the first time, so...
That's in my Marvel timeline.
That's what?
That's in the Marvel timeline.
It is. It really is in the Marvel timeline.
And
so
the guy who plays the Punisher was Shane in The Walking Dead for the first 2 seasons.
Oh.
Before,
right.
Spoiler alert, he died.
You're right. Oh,
Yep.
dear.
If people
remember
haven't
seeing
seen, like, season 2 of The Walking Dead and they're worried about spoilers for season 2 of The Walking Dead, I did say spoiler alert.
Oh, you did say
It was only
spoiler
6
alert.
years ago.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I've only seen season 1. I've never seen season 2.
Oh, well, you are behind, friend.
I'm a little behind, and now I've been spoiled.
Sorry. Now
But
he's on
hey,
The Punisher. You should have known something was up.
A little bit. Okay. So that's it. We're watching The Punisher, and if you don't mind a hero that's really more of a
Anti-hero.
Anti-hero, this would be the guy to see, or the show to see. And it's also part of the whole timeline of Marvels anyway, so you kind of have to watch it.
Yeah.
So there.
Very
That was
cool.
peer
I am
pressure.
also a fan of Netflix, not a sponsor. I have been watching a number of things on Netflix because I bring it to work with me.
Tell us one of the things you're watching that you think is more epic than most of the ones you're watching now.
Oh, none of them are more epic. I mean, I'm in the middle of That 70s Show, which is not more epic than anything, but it is funny.
Well, that has Ashton Kutcher in it, right?
And Mila Kunis, and yeah, there's a ton of people in it.
There is a ton of people. What do you think?
I enjoy it. It's candy. It has no nutritional value, but it's fun. And I've been watching
is there a
Parks
laugh
and Rec
track?
as well. Yes, there is a laugh track.
Does it drive you crazy, laugh tracks?
It does. It makes me bananas.
Oh my gosh. Netflix, just get rid of those things.
No, it didn't start. It was on
I know.
network TV. They can't take the laugh track out.
Yeah, they can't. It's too bad. I've seen a lot of comedy movies without it, or TV shows, I guess, without it, and they're just awesome shows. But then you go and see something like Friends or that one, and there's laugh tracks, and it's like, oh, please.
Yeah, well,
don't.
that was the time that it was made in.
That's true. That's true.
I
The
mean,
live audience was better.
I
But
can't
not
tell
much.
if this is an actual laugh track or a live audience. It feels like a laugh track, so. But that
Yeah,
having been said,
Right.
I mean, it's fun to watch, and it's got the whole series on there, and Parks and Rec is on there, which is hysterical. And if you have not viewed it, you should put it in your eyes because it's very good for you.
There you go. Mm-hmm. That's what you said. That 70s show, right?
Well, the first one, and then Parks and Rec is very good for you, so watch it.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Not a
Very
sponsor.
cool. But let's talk about what we're going to see next week, because there's a lot coming out next week, so we're going to need all hands on deck.
All hands.
And I bet every one of us is going to go see the first movie that I'm going to throw out there.
Well, use your words and we'll decide.
A Wrinkle in Time.
I will view that film.
You'll definitely see that film?
Yes, I will.
I'm not too sure. I don't remember I can't remember the trailer for that, so.
Okay, well, it's the next Disney film with Oprah in it.
Yeah, if it's Disney, I'm probably not going to see it then.
Oh, dear. Why
Okay,
not?
we'll watch
Disney's
it.
a devil.
Really?
They sure do own a lot of stuff.
So does the devil.
That's true. But then the next film is Gringo.
What's
Which
that
I
about?
will not be viewing.
You will not be viewing? Is that what you
No.
said?
I don't really. It just seems from the trailer. It just seems kind of depressing, and like that poor guy, and the people are so mean to him. And
Oh,
just
yeah, I want to see
just
that
because
one,
Charlize
though.
Theron is super pretty doesn't mean she has to be mean to people.
Well, and it seems like forced comedy. It doesn't sound like it's comedy that's really that
Yeah,
great.
exactly.
You know, it's the one where it's the trailer. It's basically they have this weed pill and they need to send this guy to Mexico, and this guy
Where there's been problems with the cartel, and
Yes.
he is a foreigner from Africa
yes
with a very thick West African accent, and he gets captured by the cartel, which I don't think that I'll be able to convince my wife that we will be seeing that. So I may have to take an extended lunch one day.
Oh, there you go. And another one that your wife will definitely not be seeing, called Strangers.
Was it a scary movie? Will DJ also not be viewing it?
Pray at Night. And pray as in, not as in a religious pray.
Prey as
With
in
the
like
E
Predator
and not
Prey.
an A.
Yes.
Got it.
And apparently it's based on true events.
Dun
That's
dun
kind
dun.
Freaky. So, that's something I would expect you to go see, Jimmy, because it's documentary-esque.
It's not. Don't
But I
don't tell
peed
him it's a
myself a little
documentary. That
bit
is
the
a
last
lie,
time I saw
DJ.
that trailer.
Right and right. Never mind, don't go see it. And then one I know we're all not going to see unless maybe it could be a midweek podcast when there's a movie I haven't seen yet. Hurricane Heist.
Oh, I want to see that. It's going to be so bad.
It's going to be one of those epic
It's going to
bad
be like
films.
a San Andreas 2012,
Yes.
The Day After Tomorrow crap lousy movies, and I'm going to watch the crap out of it.
Or Volcano.
Yeah. Those disaster movies that you're watching it and you're going, there is no way this could happen. Where's my popcorn?
That's right. So I don't know which ones are going to be on the show next week, but it'll be one of those 4.
Or
films.
some of those 4. Who knows?
Or a combination thereof.
That's
Exactly.
right. And, I don't even think we have to list them in alphabetical order.
You're the
Who
only
was
one
talking
listing
about
anything
alphabetical
in
order?
order, DJ.
No.
Where the hell did that come from?
Unclench things, dude.
Do you see that field over there? Just a little bit to the left.
You're bananas.
Oh, yeah. Future films, we'll just run these down a little bit. Sherlock Gnomes.
Not
Adrian
super
can watch
hot
that
on
one. It's animated.
It is animated. I'll probably watch it because I kind of like the gnome, the previous one.
I'm just tired of seeing the preview for that movie. It's like
Nomeo.
10 minutes long.
Yeah, it is a long trailer. So, Nomeo and Juliet.
Yeah, I agree with you, Beth. I feel like I've already watched the movie, and it would just be like, fill in the blanks.
I still laugh every time I hear "No ship, Sherlock."
That's
made me
because
laugh again.
you're a goofy punhead.
Yeah, I love puns.
You like those cheese bag jokes.
Right?
Not to say that
Steve-
there's anything wrong with jokes like that, but
That's true.
if your movie is total garbage, if you put some goofy jokes in it, DJ will be like, yes, that was, what were we doing?
Best
Digital.
movie
That was digital.
ever.
Digital epic film. Yeah.
I will love this until the day I go into the ground.
That's right.
Because it has goofy jokes therein.
And I really hope there's goofy jokes in the next digital film we're going to watch.
I'm sure there is.
Ready Player One.
Can't
That's-
wait.
I have the
Steven
book of
Spielberg film. You have the... Really?
that. Yeah, I have
There's
the
a-
book. I have not read
There's
it
a
yet.
book?
Yeah, it started out as a book, like many things made into film.
Oh, man.
Well,
But
you
it looks
haven't
pretty
read it
cool.
yet?
I haven't read it yet.
Well,
I've had it for
what are you
like 2
waiting for?
years. The Time
Right.
and mostly The Time. Mostly that.
wrinkle in time that you can actually get in there and watch.
Oh my goodness, that would be so convenient to be able to wrinkle time and I could just get everything done.
Totally. Want
Anyway.
to know that one of the Coda sisters is going to go see Quiet Place.
I would like to see A Quiet Place.
I don't
that
know
looks
what
pretty
that
cool.
is.
Well,
It's the one where guy from The Office, John Krasinski, and
Yes.
his family. Emily Blunt is in that one as well.
Yes.
For some reason, they live in a place where you have to be
the
quiet.
deaf girl Millie.
Mm-hmm.
She's in it. Yes.
So.
Go on, Beth. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, it's fine.
Yes, you did.
No, what you were saying was also very valid. I guess wherever they live, if you are too noisy, it draws the attention of whatever baddies are around, and they come and eat you. So they all walk on sand, and they all sign, and they don't do anything noisy ever.
I think I do remember that.
Yeah.
So
I'm gonna go see that.
Well, should you choose to accept that mission, definitely. But on the other hand, Mission Impossible.
You guys can see that one.
I'll go see that one.
I'll go see that. I mean, we've already watched the other 15 in the franchise. We may as well make it 16.
I'm good with that.
I'll go see Truth or Dare, which is going also to be terrible.
Truth or Dare, yeah. It's a lot like Nerve. Do you remember that one when that came out?
No, I don't remember that one.
Oh, Nerve was a lot like that. But it was more digital based and more social media. So
Okay.
Nerve is whoever's on the other end tells you to do something, and then you have to video yourself doing it at the same time to get credit.
Yeah, that movie was a total flop.
Yeah, it was a flop, but it was good. It had
I'll have
James
to check that
Franco
out.
in it.
It was a good flop.
Yeah, it wasn't.
Kids?
Right. And so this one is similar to that, where you have to do what you're told, truth or dare, and you have to actually answer the truth or do the dare, or
you die.
So it's much scarier, even though the Nerve guy would get you to do something that could kill you. But there's a chance you're going to live. In this movie,
If you don't do it, you die. And you get this goofy Joker grin, and it's really ridiculous. And I'm
it's kind of silly.
super into laughing at that.
Oh yeah, and it was funny sitting next to. We were watching the trailer, and it was next to Patty. If you're familiar with our peeps that hang around us, but if you're not, this girl named Patty was sitting next to us. Woman. She's, anyway.
She's a nice lady.
She's really nice, but she's really afraid of that stuff, and so every time a smile came up, she would scream how creepy it was. And that was just a trailer.
Yeah. She should probably not view that film.
Probably not. It was worse when the guy fell off of the pool table and broke his neck and with a smile on his face. Kind of creepy.
Not a spoiler.
No, it's not. It's in the trailer.
It's part of the trailer.
Not a spoiler. But, spoiler, I want to take out this section. I have it in there in case we want to throw in a spoiler, but do you think it's too dangerous to have?
No. What?
No?
Why is
Should I keep this in here?
No, how about, why don't you just take it out, and then if we have a spoiler, we'll make sure that we tell everybody to wait till the end. You don't have to put it in the show notes, dude.
That's true. I guess I don't have to, because it's just one of those things where, if it's something really cool and we're biting our nails, oh, I gotta tell somebody, 1,000 listeners, I'll put it in.
How about we just talk about this after the show?
We can move on. You've been listening to Thanks for Watching.
Woo!
Hey, I want to thank you, because without you, we wouldn't be doing this show.
Yeah, we would.
Even if it's just one of you, I thank you. If it's oops, I hit the mic. If it's 12 of you, I thank you. If it's 100,000 of you, I don't want to know because it'll scare me to death. But either that, anyway, I'm still grateful we have a show. And other people I'm grateful for: Josh Struthers, Big Checho, Keen Louie, Brandon Genovese. I said it right this time.
Good job.
Yep. NPR Jimmy Harris, Beth Labine,
Heyo.
Adrian Rondu, Jackie Harris, and Penny McGee. Without every one of you guys and gals, this show would not happen. So thank you very much.